Global pandemic, national emergency, deadly disease. All these crazy words being thrown around right now, and it's understandable if you're a little panicked. Coronavirus is a crazy phenomenon that we've never really experienced before. I'm Pete King with Ride, and I wanted to share a few quick travel and transportation recommendations. Public health officials are warning people against close interactions with others and avoiding big crowds. Yeah, this is why introverts are the ultimate survivors in a health emergency. They're already pros at social distancing. Some cities are even going into lockdown, requiring residents to shelter in place. Funny the world we live in. While San Franciscans are confined to their homes for 3 weeks, Floridians are confined to folding recliners on lush white sand beaches. Please stay at home unless it is absolutely necessary. Our first recommendation for travel is don't. If you live in the suburbs or in the country, it's probably okay to go out, but if you live in a high-density urban area, you definitely want to avoid any potential close contact with others. Though it's probably wise to avoid moving around as much as possible, that's just unrealistic for a lot of people right now. Though the majority of Americans travel and commute on roads with their own vehicles, there are many in major metro areas who rely on public transportation and mass transit to get around. If you're one of those people, you're probably thinking to yourself, what am I supposed to do? The first thing you're going to want to look into is on-demand transit. If your commute is short and you're active or willing, you might want to consider a bike share or scooter share. They're typically inexpensive and your chances of exposure are limited to latent touch. You can also get yourself some hand sanitizer and rub those seats and handlebars down, or make your own using at least 60% alcohol and aloe vera. Yes, that is how you make it, and don't ask me how I know that, I just do. If you can afford it, taxi or ride share is likely a safer alternative to mass transit. Why? Because a single passenger ride limits your direct contact with others. Coronavirus spreads through the air when a person coughs or wheezes. It's just allergies, I promise. General recommendation from doctors is to stay at least 6 feet away from others who could be infected. So riding on a public bus, train, rail car, etc. could put you in a potential hot box with sick people. It may seem counterintuitive to think that using a ride share could be safer because of your closer proximity to the driver, but you have to think, with ride share, you're only limiting your potential exposure to one other person. Whereas with public and mass transit, you could be in close proximity to dozens of people. What about wearing masks? There's been a lot of discussion about the effectiveness of face masks in public. Though they don't provide 100% protection, some studies show you could be as much as 5 times more protected against the virus by covering your face. It doesn't have to be a special mask either. Simply having a mask as a barrier there could prevent the virus from entering your airways. It also reminds you not to touch your face, and I mean, they're pretty stylish. If you simply can't avoid using public transportation, I would bring a mask with me, I would be aware of my surroundings, and I would try to stay at least 6 feet away from people who are visibly ill.
This is roughly the distance that's being recommended.
Sniffles are probably fine. The temperature is cold right now and allergies are in season, so a lot of people have a runny nose. But runny noses are not a usual symptom of coronavirus. Keep your hands clean and avoid touching any surfaces you don't have to, like door handles. And also avoid touching your face, though I know it's beautiful and hard to resist. For more information on specific transportation opportunities and programs in your area, you can always dial 311. This will connect you to your local city services, and they might be able to help you find a solution that best fits your needs in your area. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and stay healthy. We've got this, you guys. For continuing updates and developments, visit ride.tech for more tech news. And be sure to follow RideTechNews on your social platform of choice.